Hi there, I've arrived in Turin, so welcome to my video on the city of Turin, which is actually the it's the third largest city in Italy, but not often visited by tourists. And it has a different feel to it already. So I'm going to look around. I've just got a map from reception, but first off, let me show you my room. I don't show all my hostel rooms, a lot of them are pretty boring, but this one's really cool. I'll just turn you around. So instantly, a really nice feel. The sun's coming in. We've got a bathroom on that side and another bathroom on that side, complete with toilet and shower. We've got lockers, a big bank, decent sized lockers. I think my big pack will fit in that one. Funky stools, but look at these beds. I've got my own little platform, and there's my bed tucked up the top. Privacy for my face. Yeah, and there's my packs. So I think that this is one of the better hostels that I've stayed in. I'm just here for 2 nights, but the same chain of hostels is where I'm staying in Milan. Oh, that's a tempter for in a couple of videos time. So yeah, thanks for joining me on my video, and we'll explore Turin together. Well, I think I'm getting really blasé about all these ruins because I was just gonna, admire these and walk past and not even share them with you. So how bad would that be? So yes, I'm in the center of Turin now, and that's what I call it. Yeah, like I said earlier, it's Torino in Italian and Turin in English. So I think I'll stick with the Turin. So I need to find out about these ruins. Don't really know anything about them, but it's a beautiful day. It's actually a nice little crispness to the air. So it's the end of summer now. It's right at the start of autumn. So this is the outside of the palace. Now I believe this palace is really worth visiting. So today's Monday, so I can't. So it's on my to-do list for tomorrow, but I just thought I'd take a quick video just in case I don't get back here. I mean, this amazing square. It's huge. So Turin is particularly famous for these covered walkways. King Emmanuel, the person who had the palace built, he didn't like walking out in the rain, so he commissioned lots of these walkways. What a way to go. And it's beautiful when it's hot because it's lovely and shady. So quite a modern new theatre in amongst all these really old buildings. And outside the theatre, I like the sculpture work and the music. It's a totally different square, and yeah, I'm on a busy road, but even the trams go through those buildings. I thought that was pretty cool. It's popping through the little tunnels. Yeah, it's a great city. It's quite different. Tomorrow morning I'll go down to where I started today, which is by some markets, and it's a whole different face of Turin. But I'm just going to walk across the bridge, and I'm going to head up to that building up there, and I think I might get some views back to the Italian mountains once I get up there. Let's wait and see, shall we? So I can already see the hills down there and the beautiful city. So, yep, I had a look in the church. It was really rather nice, very peaceful. I sat in there for a few minutes. Then when I came out, the view was just stunning. I could see the mountains that I'd hoped for, and there was even a sprinkling of snow on them. And yeah, Turin is just a really nice city. It was beautifully well kept. Later on, I walked around some of the housing areas, and everything was clean and neat. It was just terrific. So I was so glad I came here. It's not a huge city, and I'm going to share some more with you and what I did the next day. But yeah, just look at this view. It's just, yeah, definitely worth climbing that steep hill to be rewarded with this. Oh, it's always lovely to find a river to walk along, and I found exactly that here in Turin. It's just a beautiful afternoon. It's what, 5:30. The temperature's probably mid-20s. It's just beautiful. This is the time of the year that I do like to travel, but you can't just travel and do what I do in this picture perfect weather time that only goes for like 2 weeks. Not gonna happen. Yep, it's that time of the year here. Oh, it's too fast for me. There he is. He's a little bit of a scavenger, this one. Girls just put a chip on the bench. No, he wants to be hand-fed. Oh my gosh. What a cheeky little squirrel. Well, good morning from a beautiful sunny Turin. So today I'm going to go and do a tour of the palace. Now, I've read some recommendations that this is the palace to go and see because you can see a lot more inside of it than any other palace in Italy. So here we go, and hopefully I can video and photograph while I'm there. So here am I in the main courtyard. Haven't bought my ticket yet. Thought I'd get this while there's very few people around. Well, it looks like I'm all good to take videos, which is just as well, because look at this. This is just in the entrance. So Turin was originally the capital of Italy. So hence this was a very important palace of Emmanuel's. And then, look. So this palace was originally built in the 1500s and then renovated a few times. It's hard to believe that this building here, which is now clad in marble, was originally clad in leather. Yes, it's certainly a good place to visit. There's so many rooms and just so many amazing paintings and ceiling decorations. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen so much gold, and it's definitely a big gold overlay. So this is the throne room. No need to guess why. So this tour includes a lot of different parts of the palace. So where I'm going into now is actually called the Armory. And oh my gosh, isn't it? Oh, it's just amazing. And once again, this is just incredible. They've got all the stuff on the display cabinets. It's back from the 1500s. I mean, look at the hair. It's incredible looking at all these suits of armour and how they were all handmade, and just reading a sign that the suits would weigh up to 30 kilo. Like, imagine that, the weight of the person, but of the weight on the horse as well. Incredible. I find it absolutely incredible how they actually made these suits of armour, the chainmail. Like, look at the work on that. And this was back in the, the 1500s. It's just amazing. Yeah, see the holes that this suit's got. And it's like, wow, these people riding on horses and 30 kilos of armour. That's just incredible. So not only are there sort of the guns and the swords, but there's also the crossbows here. The oldest one they've got is 500 years old. It's fascinating. It's really good they've got this video here, and you can see how they do the restorations here. It's like, how cool is that? What a job. And of course, there has to be a dining room. I mean, look at that. Imagine coming to dinner here. So each room has just been so different from the next one. It's just an incredible display of sort of, what is it, 500 years of being a palace, and its changes over the time when, different people of royalty were here, and each room has a really good description. So this one here is the ballroom. So yeah, and it's amazing how quiet it's been, even though there's sort of lots of people here. Oh, and of course I love the parquetry floor. So now I'm going in the third part of the palace. This is called the Chapel of the Shroud, and it's a unique architectural structure, the biggest dome and the weight of the dome. And unfortunately, this whole part of the building burned down in 1997, but they were managed to recover some of the pieces and duplicate others. And in doing so, they were actually able to work out how it was built way back. I really like that the floor is showing all the shapes too, and then down the side here, which I can't go to, but I can show you, these beautiful gates. They're gorgeous. So, still continuing my tour around the palace. This is now the gallery. So there's all sorts of amazing, huge paintings. So the gallery even continued on to an upper floor. There was just so many works of art, and so many of them so old. It's just amazing. And here we have another sort of art. Who would have thought? I'm now on the third floor. I like these, they're quirky. So clearly these pieces are a lot newer, they're from the 1900s. But yeah, I don't know if they're all by the same artist. In some areas there hasn't been an English interpretation, unfortunately. I'm still in the palace grounds, and I'm just looking at these ruins that were discovered relatively recently, I believe. I think it was in the 1900s. It's funny, no one else is out here. Yeah, there's the big door I came out, right there. I've been right up there, right along there, and I've been here for 3 hours. So this was actually discovered in 1899. I might just go over there and go down those steps and have a closer look. So it's incredible to think that this has been here since the 1st century BC. Not the buildings at the top, just the ruins. And now we've got the archaeological gallery. So prior to paintings, this was one way of depicting art, and so often there's just the heads because that was the most important part of the body. So yeah, really interesting. And they go back to 2 AD, I believe. So this display case is absolutely amazing. These are actual documents which have been interpreted, and they're back to 2100 to 2000 BC. This one here is a contract on buying a house. Isn't that amazing? And there's so many of them. So who doesn't go to a palace and then spoil themselves afterwards for a lovely lunch in a beautiful restaurant? Oh, I just had a small sandwich and a very, very sweet slice. It wasn't tiramisu, it was something quite different, and it had all sorts of spongy layers with cream, and then on the top was a profiterole with custard. It sounds huge, but it wasn't, and I didn't take a photo. It wasn't the right place. And of course I finished it with a cappuccino, which is my go-to coffee while I'm here in Italy. So just having a little walk around the palace gardens to finish my afternoon at the palace. And of course, a beautiful fountain. Well, I just love that I can be wandering down the street, look in an alleyway, and this is what I discover. It's part of the university. So I saw a building from a distance yesterday, and I've been trying to get to it and I'm still not succeeding. I'm in an enclosed car park. But look at this. Clearly you used to be able to go up there. I have no idea what it's for, but I'm going to keep following the streets to see if I can get to it. Yay, I found the right street. It's okay, it's okay. Wow, look at that. So that is really sad. Most things are closed on Mondays. Yesterday, this building is closed on Tuesdays. Yeah, that's really sad. It's now actually a cinema museum. So I was just reading, it's an iconic building. The way it was built, it actually did, part of it collapsed, but I've taken a photo of the information so you can zoom in if you want to. Well, the back streets of Turin might just be the complete opposite of the back streets in Naples. Very quiet, very orderly, but so many different buildings. And it's fun just to wander. Well, I've actually got a destination. My destination's an op shop or a charity shop for those who are not Australian. Always a good thing to do if you can't think of what else to do. So I did go to the charity shop. Of course, I didn't take any photos, but I had fun poking around. And I thought, I'll just show you some other still photos that I took, just to give you a bit of a break. So once again, I'm getting gelato, but this one's a little different. No flavour. So, it can't all be wrong. Look at the people queuing. So, only Turin. And back the other way. I finally found a place to get pasta, and I couldn't get fresher than this. Look at that, straight out of the pot. And then the cheese. That is so cool, and I'm sure it's going to be delicious. Thank you. So just sitting here enjoying my dinner. We've got some people still having coffees. We've got some people having these spritz drinks. There's a table next to me where the owners just brought out actual pieces of meat to see what his clients would like. So really interesting to be in this family-owned, small Italian restaurant. So here am I walking along beside a train, all packed up with my luggage. This seems to be a regular routine, right? Those who have been watching Anne's Space for a while know that this is what I do. So jumping on a train, heading to the coast. Now, really looking forward to this part of my trip because it's a well-known area, Cinque Terre, something that I've read about for years. So thanks for watching this video on Turin, and come back again for when I'm at Cinque Terre. And bye for now.